How is it going, everyone? Oh, cool. Welcome, Peter. Yeah. Cool. Glad you could join us today. Cool. Well, hope everyone has had a good week. Sorry, I'm just spacing out. Just got home. Just rolling straight into that stream. But yeah, it's good here. It's the weather's warming up, or at least it was warm today. I don't know, Bay Area. It's up and down. Cool. Well, let's get started. Welcome to WAD Wednesday, everybody. We are going to randomly select a Doom level from the gigantic archive of Doom levels that have been uploaded since 1994, and we'll play one of them, and we'll talk about it. Or we'll just stare silently. Alright. bestmus.wad by Justin White. Okay, this is clearly a music pack. Ultimate Doom Part 2, a complete 4-episode replacement featuring this music and a custom DH file. Yeah. Okay, other files by author, I see. Alright, is this really just... Yeah, okay, this is a music WAD only. Well, cool, let's definitely pop this thing in and hope that we get... Oh yeah, I don't know if my mic is a little quiet. But yeah, let's go ahead and add that to the includes list, and if we get one level, then we will hear it. Cool. Okay, so now on to DHC by Dave Carlson from 2000. All right, this is Doom 2 Map 1. Not a lot of info. Just a fun level, no story. You know, that's fine. Okay, and so that music pack is from 1998. Don't know if it will work for Doom 2. Well, regardless. Cool. If I may make a plug for those of you not on Discord, I'm organizing a game jam that starts in a few days. Yeah, Arjuna in the chat with a link. We can make this work probably, a game jam. And it would be cool to see Doom stuff. It would, yeah. Cool. All right. Well, let's play DHC by Dave Carlson from January of 2000, and maybe we'll get to hear some of this music pack. Whoops. Oh, man, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Well, that can be our next one. I meant to hit play. Yeesh, out of it. Okay. Let's boot this up, and... yeah. All right. Now, it sounds like... DHC, right? Did we? Yeah. I want to see, let's see. Change music. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, I successfully queued up some of the music from that music pack. It's cheating a little, but you know. This definitely sounds like an up-tempo dance mix of the Halloween theme. So with that, let's get this level. Okay. Bald men with shotguns are shooting at me. And yeah, they really took a chunk out of me there, and I didn't really have much recourse. Yeah, this is the Halloween theme. Which, you know, goes well with a huge range of Doom experiences, so yeah, we're like being led up this stairway presumably, but then we've got this little thing off to the side. I liked how that demon just kind of jumped out of there. Oh no! Alright, let me see if I can make it out of that first room. Get this chewed up. That went significantly better, so I'm fine using it. Save game time travel. Oh, mic volume. Mic volume is a bit low compared to game audio. Yeah, you know what? Okay, so those are both normalized, but let me go ahead and change my. I don't think I changed the setup or anything, but. Yeah, desktop audio. Let's test. Okay, I'm not clipping here, but let me go ahead and lower the desktop audio here. And then if it's any lower, I can just, you know, do the game stuff. Okay. Alright, let's jump back in. Alright, now let me know how that is. And cool, yeah, it remembered our alternative music choice. Ow. Shotgun guys are a problem. Alright, I gotta make sure I don't run out of ammo this time. Or just not take damage from those guys. Okay, we now have a super shotgun, plenty of ammo. Let's continue. Alright, it's just another little look into that space. This definitely feels somewhat old school in terms of just like level of geo-detail and sophistication of lighting and so forth. Which is fine, you know. I don't know if this is an early map by this author or what. Caco down there? Yeah. So I like this open area, actually. I like that it's got this little Pac-Man path here that's leading us along. Whoa! Are these damaged? Yeah, they are. And sure, let's get the blue armor. More ammo? Now we got a rocket launcher. Moving on up in the world. This is kind of an interesting... You know, I mean, you see this kind of thing, but it's using these two textures, one of them animated, one of them not, that combo together pretty well. And it produces a nice effect, because, yeah, it's just got, like, you know, you can see the sector boundaries there, but because the rest of the texture is just exactly, you know, yeah, it ends up reading nicely. And the flashing red definitely, it's pretty clear that that's a damage area, even if it is not within the conventional Doom level design vocabulary. Alright, how do I get back up? Is it over here? Yes, it is. Have I released the random WAD picker to the public? Yeah, I put up a download. It might have just been in the Discord, but I put up a download of the Playski source, because that's what it is. You know, it's a Playski game basically. But yeah, it is highly specific to my setup, you know, and it does things like set a text file in your home directory that OBS can read, and you know, it just does all kinds of. It's basically just making all of the WAD Wednesday stuff as turnkey as possible. But yeah, because aside from that, all it's really doing is just like it puts every. I have a local archive of the id Games, a local download of the id Games archive. And I have like just a one-line shell script that refreshes that, you know, that I run every few months or so just to get the latest, which, you know, only ends up downloading like, you know, a couple of dozen megs of whatever's new. And then I just have, you know, a big local archive, and then I guess the main thing that my Python does to select the level is, to select a file, is it just gets a flat list of all of the files with full path names, and then just picks something randomly, does Python choice from that big list, and then it excludes certain things like, you know, directories that are known to only have, to have no maps in them. So yeah, cool. Okay, so we're in this kind of funky room here. This author is kind of doing like the constantly changing, you know, each new room or pair of, you know, small cluster of rooms has a different texture theme, which is definitely something that I did. Okay, look at this. This is pretty obviously pointing to something for us, but... Oh, okay, it was warning us. That was cool. I was expecting that to be kind of about direction, but it was actually just like, check it out, there's going to be a baddie right there. Alright, I hear more baddies in there. Oh, and look at this. It's a raised thing. Cool. Yeah, that's a neat idea. And yeah, I guess each and every one of these is a way into it. Oh, and look at that. And then there's like a treat, more treats. Tons of goodies for us. Hello, welcome everybody. We're playing a map from the year 2000. It's got, and a music pack from 1998. Actually, speaking of which, let me move on to just a different track in this pack, because I think they've got... Sorry, I had to itch my ear there. What is, I don't recognize this tune, but thus far we've heard Halloween, the Halloween theme. Wow. Alright. Kako just jibbed that guy. That's not something you see every day. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Cool lighting change. Looks a little glitchy, but I like it. And I definitely like that these little skull candle altars, which I've just always read as a birthday cake. It looks like a pink birthday cake, and these skull things are just like cartoonishly large. You know, I mean, it's the candles, clearly. But the amount of pink in that texture in that sprite has always just seemed like a frickin' birthday cake. And I think I allude to that in Mr. Friendly. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Nice. Okay, yeah. Good call, Altazimuth in the chat. Tubular bells. Yeah. That is what that is. I knew it sounded familiar. Alright, so like... Okay, yeah. Because I did actually want to backtrack a little bit, as cheesy as that is, and scoop up the fairly large amount. Okay, so now I'm completely topped up on shotgun ammo, with some, and I'm leaving some behind even then. So, nope. Actually, okay, yeah, so I need a yellow key. Alright, never mind then. Alright, back into the dark room. Yeah, I'll just put the source code for the place key for this launcher is not in a public repo. It's in my private Doom projects depot. But I can put it somewhere public. I can, you know. Chain gunners. Ow. This is certainly a funky labyrinth of angled walls. So many hit scanners. Alright, yeah. This is really homogeneous looking, which is kind of a bummer, because it, you know, to the extent that it hurts wayfinding. Oh my gosh. Butthead chain gunner just picking away at me from across the, Alright, I feel like there's another way around here that I could... What? There you are, buddy. Yes, Sigil is coming soon, and I am still planning to do a non-WAD Wednesday stream of that. 'Cause yeah, I think some game news site did like a feature that talked about it a little, had interviewed Romero about it. Hello, spider. Yeah, one of the details in that interview about Sigil was that sort of illuminated like how an episode 5 was actually going to work. And it's apparently you know, for vanilla Doom, where you really can't change, you can't add a new episode just with dehacked or whatever. So he just replaced episode 3. So yeah, Sigil will be E3M1 through E3M9, I guess. But then I'm pretty sure he's also going to release a version that is, you know, source port compatible, that will actually add like a proper episode 5 entry, the episode list, and all that sort of stuff. So alright, we're in a cool library. Always good for a... I'm always down for a Doom 2 textured library. Even when there are jerks up on top of the bookshelves. Ooh, yellow key. Okay. Is there a way I can get up on these? Or did I already do the thing that I was supposed to do here? Yep, so that's just your classic Doom library. Oh, and look at this. We've got the episode 1 sky texture, Yangshuo, China, scrolling past this to make it... I don't know what's being implied by that. Like, are we on a spaceship, or... I don't know what's going on, but... It's, you know, it's a passable illusion in a situation like that. Oh, I see, and now we've doubled back. We have the yellow key. Whoa. Somebody to come visit me. If I ever considered making another WAD for Doom, Arcadia, thank you for the kind words about Arcadia D-Made. Yeah, I have multiple Doom projects at various stages of progress, some of which are vanilla Doom, absolutely just vanilla Doom maps, where you fight monsters and everything. Yeah, I'll if I can ever make any progress on any of them, then I will definitely y'all will be the first to know, among the first, but probably the first. Ooh, look at that. That's a oh man, I was admiring that Wolfenstein texture, and Revenant Rocket just smacked me in the back of the head. Good thing I had a bunch of armor. Alright, yeah. So, oh jeez. So I feel like thus far I would maybe describe this level as having some pretty boring setups, some pretty boring sections and setups, to having like just kind of like pretty funky, interesting geo type sections, or just like, you know, it's nothing like, you know, just brilliant or anything, but pretty good for 2000. You know, it's like, oh jeez. Okay, wow, this area is quite a little project. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna beat that archvile up there, because it really has the high ground on me. Nope, buddy. I'm not sure if it was the right call to... Did the stream go off, or was it my internet? Well, I hope it's not down for anybody else, but... Got him. Let me, when I've got a moment, let me check on that. Okay, alright. It's good for everybody else. Cool. Just didn't want to have another situation like we had that one time where my internet connection just went down and I was just talking to myself for, you know, a good like 10 minutes or something. Ooh, embarrassing. Well, I hope your internet connection comes back soon, or just stream connectivity. Okay. Alright, so we're down here, and yeah, it looks like there's just a bunch of goodies. Let's help ourselves to all these goodies. Whoa! Hey! Oh, wow, are we at the end here? And it's going to be down to the wire here, because I do not have a lot of health. Cool. Let's do a 14 hit point save, because I think I'm pretty much done with this level. Oh yeah, I think I turned off... Oh yeah, that's right. Have I had the map info down in the corner this whole time? Yeah, so I have pretty much completed the level. Oh, okay, right, and this is just right through here. I'm assuming this is the exit. No. We're up here. Oh. Well, that's the answer to our question, how can I... Alright, yeah, and we're in this big area. Oh yeah, it's this whole area that I just couldn't... Let's definitely grab that megasphere. It's probably only really like just this room of bozos left. Alright. Whole bunch of plasma. More than I need, really. Megasphere I don't need. Shells I do need. But yeah, we're just kind of in the mopping up stage here for the most part, you know. I'm just kind of... Just want to get to a point where I can fully check out this space. Oh, hey, look at that. It's a mancubus. Dope! I didn't mean to fall down there. Yeah, so this area also isn't like, you know... It's a little... I like the high concept of it, where you just have all these different little irregular organic terrain chunks, but it's a little bland. Where is there somebody down here? Just trying to shoot me? Whatever. Doesn't really matter. 'Cause yeah, I have pretty much found all of the junk that's... Oh yeah, look at him up there. Is there any way I can get up to these things? No. Cool. Weird mixture of unrelated themes. Has some cool ideas, though. Yeah. I think that's a completely fair assessment. Cool. Alright, well let's... How do we get out of here? There were like multiple teleporters in and out. I've already forgotten what the cool ones are. Hey, let's well, we're heading out basically, but oh wait, no, are we not? Oh, okay, I think this. Yeah, okay, that's the exit switch. That's the exit switch, and here we are back in Underhalls. Cool. All right, well, that was DHC by Dave Carlson, and yeah, and the best music pack. So we've already chosen another one. I accidentally hit the random button again, so let's just go ahead and roll into this one. Open Projects by Lament. From 2002, a tale about the fate of the Doom community. Alright, this is not a TerryWAD, which, you know, I always wonder that anytime it's like something specifically declares that it is referencing the Doom community or something. MISC author info high. Alright, well, yeah, not a lot of info about this one either. Open Projects, 2002, Doom 2 Map 1, by Lament. Let's check it out. Okay, and because we're hearing just the normal, like, let's go ahead and, oh no, not change map, change muse, just so we can hear more of that sweet MIDI pack. I mean, there are definitely some TerryWADs that are outside of the TerryWAD folder. All right, so there is hashtag Doom and hashtag ZDoom, but probably it's not a hashtag. Probably this refers to, if it's from 2002, it definitely refers to IRC channels, right? All right, so okay. JP met a Nazi? Is that what? Yeah, was that the actual death message from? All right, so that's so the Doom channel basically just sucks. You just show up and you just get immediately shot by a bunch of Nazis. All right, so screw that. So what about ZDoom here? Cool. It appears to be a chill bar with some Doom Marines sitting there. The bartender does not appear to be attacking. That's cool. I'm not gonna steal these guys' blue juice. What the heck was that? Okay, that was it. I just wanted to be clear that I got the joke. It's a bar, and they're all drinking, I guess, because people in the ZDoom channel just, I don't know. I'm trying to work out what sort of commentary is being attempted by this, and it's very unclear. But yeah, this is the entirety of the map. So this is really just like, it's almost like a little one-panel cartoon of a Doom level. But yeah, I mean, I'm always down for when there's a bar in a Doom level and some blue juice up on it or whatever. You know, big burly bartender. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's what that is. Yeah. So not a TerryWAD, I'm happy to say. But yeah, Open Projects by Lament, a tale about the fate of the Doom community. Enigmatic. I mean, it's possible that the Doom world, that the id Games archive, that the online archives user reviews could shed more light on that, but who knows? Yeah. All right. So Open Projects by Lament. Let's pick another one. Unholy Church by Treyeon from 2014. All right. So relatively recently. A little less than 5 years old. Cool. Everyone wanted to wreak havoc in one of those satanic churches. Well, this WAD is for you. Okay. Yeah, sometime in December of 2014. And yeah, cool. All right, so this is Doom 2 Map 1. Not a lot of other info. It includes a map info, new music and graphics, so that's cool. 0 levels in this, but it says it's map 1, so it might just be, my launcher might just not be properly detecting this or something. Let's give it a shot. Unholy Church by Treyeon. Ooh. Why is this notification continually... Okay, there we go. Alright. Getting some custom music of some sort here. I don't recognize the tune, but... Actually, let me turn off the... Yeah, turn off the level info on there. Cool. Alright. Pretty classic Satanic Church setup, you know. We've seen this a million times in Doom levels. Whole lot of imps in the pews. Alright, okay, so this is a Treyeon. Yep, that's what a Treyeon does. Yep, that's, you know, high-pitched, annoying sound, etc. That's pretty classic, and yeah, and that is all the level. So that's a pretty, that's one of the less offensive Treyeons. But, God, yeah, just what... You know, like, I mean, and this is from 2014. Like, what's up, man? What's wrong that you're still making that kind of level in 2014? Is this, like, your only one, just to get it out of your system? I don't know, man. But, yeah. Alright, well, whatever. That's a level that seems like it's going to be a cool level, but is not. Alright, next. We're just, yeah, we're gonging through these. This sounds familiar, actually. Doomguy's Pimp Ventures 3, Cybie Dreams, Randy and Mandy. Like, what? This sounds vaguely familiar. Sorry, ambulance going by there. After barely escaping from last time's trouble, you take a few moments to rest, your eyes close, and you start dreaming about a better place. A place where you can be happy, a place with no troubles and worries, a place where you can have what you want, a place with happy Cybies roaming around. WTF. Oh well, at least this time it's only a dream, or isn't it? I mean, if these are actual happy cyber demons that are your friends, then cool, I fully support that. This gets the Mr. Friendly seal of approval. I have no idea what to expect just from the... This could be considered... Oh, right, I just now realized this is in the X-rated folder. So who knows? I mean, it's possible that this will just have some gross, silly crap in it, you know, in which case we can move on. But yeah, let's give it a shot. Doomguy's Pimp Ventures 3, Cybie Dreams by Randy and Mandy. Yeah. Randy and Mandy was a sketch from all that. Okay. All right. I'm gonna trust you here. All right, we've got some nice, like, pencil and crayon-y type drawings of Doomguy and a cyber demon, and a nice castle and some trees. I like the typography here. All right, let's give it a shot. All right, are we gonna have a positive interaction with some cyber demons here? That's what I'm hoping. All right, so we got some custom sprites here. We got these little mushrooms. Mario's were better. Uh-oh, somebody's shooting at me? Oh no, the cyber demons are like firing little hearts at me. All right, so that is kind of a positive interaction. Yeah, okay, so the mushrooms were not hurting me. Look at this. These demons are all just kind of in a... Yeah, this is like a dance sort of Paco Bell's canon in D. Yep. Okay, this is a pretty famous sprite if you haven't seen it. It's Doomguy and an imp having intercourse, presumably. And yeah, that's probably why it's in the X-rated folder. I'm hoping that that's the only, you know... Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's right. That sprite is called ImpC. Yep, but yeah, I mean, you know... I appreciate that the cyber demons are firing hearts. That's vaguely in the spirit of Mr. Friendly.
Ouch, my ass.
And I can pick up all these like little mushrooms and stuff. I like these kind of MS Paint trees. And yeah, this is just a really big open space. Some sort of wooden bloody TARDIS or something that's just displayed on a hillside. We've got some, like, mountainy type features over here. Giant canyon of lava. I guess there's cyber demons up there as well. And like, yeah, I guess there's just, these are just like rivers. Alright, and this is like a nice pink castle. Okay, so yeah, this was definitely what we saw on the title screen. Alright, so the Cybie Demons are hecka far away. I don't know what happens if... Yeah, they don't appear to be affecting those demons. So yeah, like, what's the like objective here? Alright, there's fields of flowers. Ooh, look at that. What? Oh, okay, this is like some sort of hentai pic that's like doing a weird like texture thing. What is going on there? That's a strange, vaguely demo-scene-y effect. Oh, okay, and this is like a tub of... Yeah, so this is definitely... Alright, yeah.
I like it.
Okay, yeah. No, this is definitely... And yeah, all these Cybie Demons have caught up to us.
Ouch, my ass.
This is certainly a genre of Doom level that people make sometimes. I don't really know what better way to summarize it than that. Let's see, how do I feel like there is a progression here. I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, and like I can't get in here. There's Nazis. Are those Nazis and imps having sex or something, I guess? Yeah, that's kind of what that looks like. I don't know. But it kind of seems like there's a path or something around here, right? Yeah, it's possible that the ending that we're building to here is just another scream in your ears type thing, but kind of seems like it has a somewhat different aesthetic going on. Alright, so this is like a big lake. Can I get into this big lake? I thought I tried punching the TARDIS door to see if I could get into it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, that's some just shitty joke stuff, I guess. Yeah, my will to play this level has diminished entirely, basically. I am curious as to what... Is there anything in here? Visit the Cybie in the Pink Castle. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Yeah, we're done. Alright, well, cool. That's one of those just, like, just crammed with immature jokes sort of thing. I don't know, man. I feel like this is just, like, a creative doldrum within the level, you know, within Doom level design. I feel like people don't generally make this kind of level anymore, but, you know, this is from, like, 10 years ago, and I don't know, man. Like, it's almost like one thing that bums me out about those kinds of maps is that, like, it has, like, kind of, you know, junky, like, MS Paint cartoony textures that end up, like, putting Doom in a slightly different place stylistically. And it's like, I think there is genuine interest in doing that kind of stuff, you know, because the Doom community is frequently really focused on, like, making environments that feel like an extension of Doom's original aesthetic, where it's, like, dark and gritty, and, like, the pixel art, even if it's chunky, it looks good, you know, by, like, these sort of 1990s, like, AAA standards. And so, like, doing something where everything feels, like, just a lot rougher and more hand-drawn, like, I actually think that's potentially a really cool aesthetic space, you know. And there's plenty of just weird stuff on itch.io and stuff like that. But I feel like, you know, the Doom community circa the 2000s was making these kinds of levels sometimes. Just anytime there was, like, an obviously crummy MS Paint sprite. And it was out of, you know, I mean, they wanted to, like, crack some immature jokes and stuff like that. But I feel like there was also... It was maybe sort of masking a desire to, like, do stuff that didn't have to be like polished in the then growing and fairly solidified standards of what was a good Doom level. You know, people wanted to make some stuff that wasn't like the dogma of what a good Doom level could be, but the only outlet they had for it was just doing like this weird, you know, just potty joke kind of stuff. And that's a bummer, you know. Like, I mean, I feel like the Doom community has gotten a lot better about that in the last like 10 years or so, where it's like, okay, if you're making a joke, you have a whole range of creative things, you know, and we've played some of them on WAD Wednesday, you know, where it's like, here's like a birthday, here's like a Christmas cake, you know, it's a Christmas level, and, you know, there's just obviously weird looking stuff that doesn't really gel with Doom's style. But I don't know, yeah, I feel like nowadays when people are making joke WADs, essentially, you know, that's the genre that we're talking about here. They do a better job, and it's less likely to be quite as juvenile. I mean, you know, but yeah, that's, you know, it's not the best part of Doom's history, but it is definitely part of its history, and that is going to turn up sometimes on WAD Wednesday, and it won't always be apparent that it's just like, you know, making just like random silly gross jokes or whatever. Anyway, that was Doomguy's Pimp Ventures 3 Cybie Dreams by Randy and Mandy from 2008. Let us never speak of it again. All right. Istanbul by Chris Mead from 1997. Other files by author Pamplona. I want to say I've heard of that, actually. It's like kind of creating a Pamplona-style demon stampede. And Vista. Chris Mead, Istanbul, 1997. I really should be studying instead of playing Doom. That is such a classic sentiment of 90s Doom readmes. 4 levels beginning in the early dawn in an Arabian Greco-Roman style. Well, that's intriguing. It's always really cool to see different architectural traditions represented, you know, in Doom levels. Yeah, cool. All right, well, yeah, let's check this out. ISTNBUL.WAD. It's Doom 2 maps 1 through 4. May not run with a Commodore VIC-20. I think we've got better than that. Yeah, Pamplona.WAD. Yeah, like I remember that as well. So cool. All right, this is already. All right, cool. We got a good palette cleanser here now with, like, you know, some funky architecture and stuff. So yeah, this is, you know, I mean, in 1997, before the era of source ports, and certainly before any port had like sloped floors or anything, I'm gonna, since I've still got it loaded, I'm gonna do another one from the music pack here. You know, these kinds of like pointed arches, the Arabian arches, I guess, as it's called in like Western architecture. I mean, that's what I learned back in art school. You know, approximating this with just like flat floors and ceilings is tough, but you can definitely see, you know, it reads basically as like a 3D pixel art kind of thing, you know. You know, and I definitely get what's being evoked there. And yeah, doing it on a 45-degree angle is definitely an extra level of difficulty. It's using this very, very, you know, probably one of the lowest contrast textures in Doom 2.WAD, so that you can, you know, and it's really just accentuating the geometry. That thing's cool. Anyway, we've got a 4-map series here, so there's probably about as much of this as we want to play tonight. You can do arches really well with 2-sided mid textures and all black flats and textures. That is very true, yeah. Yep. And that, you know, I think people had discovered those kinds of tricks by 1997, but, you know, people were still figuring out a lot of standards for doing stuff. I don't recognize this this track. It's pretty jazzy. Okay, so we've got this is all pretty cramped, so that's a bummer. And yeah, like this walkway is narrow, but is this, yeah, okay, so this is not impassable, but this is, yeah. All right, so is this a door? No, it's not. Oh, what happened there? Somebody get angry? Alright, let's backtrack a bit here. Where do these guys come from? Row of barrels that I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Alright. This is cool, you know. Got these similarly arched window kind of things. This music isn't quite jiving with what we're doing right now, so I'm going to move on to the next track. Ooh, I like this. I like this. It's got much more of a spooky atmosphere. Maybe a little too spooky, but then, you know, you look at like these I mean, this is dope right here. You know, we've got like the arched windows and then just real simple. Oh, wow. Okay. This is pretty brilliant, honestly. Yeah, you can do right. So we've got a texture, and in Vanilla Doom, the floor and the ceiling have to be the same. You know, if you do a cutout like this that doesn't touch any walls, hold on, I gotta turn down this music just a smidge. Yeah, so like, we look down this and we're seeing light what feels like light on the floor but not on the ceiling. And what this is really doing is like, this is actually a bright sector. And when I step into it, you know, it's lighting up my gun, as it should here. But then the author has put a dark texture on the ceiling here so that, you know, you can definitely tell, you can see that sort of cutout effect. But it jives pretty well, and I'm guessing in the software renderer, it actually, like, is very well camouflaged. Yeah. So yeah, it stands out a little bit, but, you know, in the software renderer, it's like, yeah. Well, cool. That's, I don't know, yeah. I really dig that. And just in general, like, the dramatic lighting here is a lot of fun. So good job. Alright, so we got just like a little roundabout here. Alright, a little supply room. Definitely good to have a shotgun. Yeah, this is cool. This feels like a, you know, good little interior. Is this a similar sort of... Alright, we've got a grassy courtyard here. Is that a secret? Yes, it is. Alright. Ooh, and this irregular staircase is kind of interesting. I don't know if that's supposed to be like crumbling stone or something, but so I just found this out, but Valve may be open sourcing Gold Source. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah, that would be super cool. I mean, because it is like, yeah, I mean, that's basically like Valve licensed the Quake 1 engine and then did a ton of stuff with it. So yeah, that ball is in their court. Yeah, please, by all means, post a link, yeah. This is really cool, actually. We've got some green marble coming in, but like, it's sort of patchwork. And yeah, I really dig, I mean, that just looks great, you know? This has like a total, you know, total mood to it. Alright, so like a long hallway here. And now we're, yeah, that transitioned us into a green marble type area. The choice of green marble was really interesting, you know, because like when I always imagine like when id were working on the game and they were like, okay, we need hell environments, and hell environments can't all be like rocky, you know, natural terrain. What's the actual architecture there? And they were like, what about green marble, you know? And it's like, you know, that was like a pretty much purely subjective choice, but, you know, we just accept it. You know, they did it's really like just a whole set, you know, with all kinds of, variations and accents and, you know, I mean, I guess these things are what you would now call a hero asset. Just like something that, maybe not a hero asset, but like, you know, an accent kind of thing. Yeah, cool. Okay, alright, so we're at the end of the first level. And yeah, let's continue on to the next one, because I am digging this map set. We've got like kind of a... This feels, you know, Greek classical sort of thing, just, you know, with this circular thing with a bunch of columns. And yeah, some more of this. Big open area. And yeah, it's a different kind of archway. So, you know, I don't think the Greeks actually were known. I can't remember any sorts of I mean, ancient Greek architecture might have done like a really smaller scale, like just like a really simple corbelled arch, you know, but definitely none of like the big, you know, kind of monumental stuff that you would see in Islamic architecture and then later medieval architecture. But yeah. Alright, cool. Well, yeah, this all has a pretty cool feeling here. Oh, jeez. All kinds of jerks here shooting at me. Just trying to enjoy this architecture, guys. Come on. It's not hell until you're given a 1982 Subaru Brat. I don't actually recognize if that's a reference. If it's not a reference, then that's an intriguing observation. And if it is a reference, I don't recognize it, but... Alright, so this is a secret. What's going on here? What did that do? This almost feels like a weird... Okay, yeah, no. But yeah, the author is fairly committed to doing cool lighting type stuff, which, as you all well know, I support. Oh, okay, alright, so that opened this up, and now I have a blue key. Which I presume is good. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we can do this. And that's a weird setup, like these big thick columns. And, oh, okay, wow, that's a gate. Alright, I can dig it. Okay. So you can kind of see some of the level structure there. Author is definitely, you know, attempting some different things with overall room shapes and stuff. How do I get that switch? I want that switch. Oh, it's I'd completely forgotten about that Aquid arc. Yeah. The main vehicle-based arc from Aquid that I remember is Trent Reznor's 1979 Volvo. But yeah, no. The 1982 Subaru Brat. Alright. Alright, that felt like it was... I mean, I haven't gotten a new key or anything. And yeah, I need a red key, rather, to get in there. Have I missed anything? Yes, the Volvo of Despair. Alright. Oh, okay, there we go. I should have just shot it. Anytime you see a switch but you can't reach it, just shoot it. Just, you know, just put a single bullet into it. Just see what you get. Alright, so what did that do? Did I actually accomplish what I was hoping to there? Maybe I didn't. Oh, okay, that popped open. There we go. There's our ambush. Okay. Let me guess, an archvile? Nope. Just these weenies. Now we have the red key. I dig how these light fixtures are lighting up the wall. You know, reliefs. That is always cool. Ooh, what's going on here? Huh, weird. Alright. So that's just like a weird cellar type dead end. Oh jeez. That's odd. Oh, I think I know what happened. Yeah, so we hit those two switches, and now the way is open here. Cool. That was a neat... That was this level had two fairly competent little puzzles. That's cool. Yeah, alright. Nice. Alright. Well, that was map 2. I continue to dig this, this level set. Cool, alright, yeah, and so now we've got just like a classic, you know, I don't actually know what this, a minaret? A parapet is like a standalone little thing, like the Taj Mahal has, right? My vocab is, my ancient architecture vocab is rusty. But I dig it. These are cool shapes. I like seeing them in Doom levels. Alright. Little blue armor treat there. Alright, yeah, and we actually had a ton of choices as to where to go here. Cool ceiling shapes. That's a little thin, you know, I mean, that makes this whole ceiling feel very precarious. I feel like you could have made it thicker, but I don't know, whatever, you know, it's a cool shape. And yeah, I think these are like kind of parapet type things, you know. And yeah, that's a cool shape in the... And yeah, just like nice strong lighting, like making... I mean, this is such a basic hallway shape, but the fact that it's got these like trapezoidal light beams coming through, like, you know, that's all you gotta do a lot of times. Okay, yeah, now we're back into here. This level has a nice... not circularity, but... combat doesn't really get too tough in this WAD, I've noticed. And I am fine with that. Ooh, tough climb here. Gotta hug those ledges. Alright, what did that do? Who cares? Let's just go back into the non-linear flow of all this. Oh, jeez. Whoa, uh-oh, uh-oh. I heard a boss brain. That's bad. That means that monsters are going to be spawning all around here. This is actually a really cool environment. Like, I mean, this is an unconventional... I haven't seen a boss brain, you know, like a boss spawner in this kind of setting where, like, I don't know where they're spawning, but I'm going to have some monsters to deal with when I get there. Alright, yeah, that must be this. Yep. Alright, I hear Mancubus being crushed. What is going on here? So is it... Yeah, so I think the boss spawner is firing these things into here, but they're being immediately crushed. That is wild. What a weird setup. I mean, it definitely spooked me when Yeah, just like an icon of sin. Yeah, I agree with Peter. The icon of sin is underused in just normal levels. Oh, and there's like one imp in there. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's, yeah. I don't know what else we're meant to do with that level. And yeah, we are now in map 4, which is the last map of this. So I guess let's just go ahead and finish it. Big water pool kind of thing. Do I have the chain gun here? Yes, I do. Let's fire up another tune here. Alright, don't have a blue key. It's like a big scale, like, water fountain kind of thing. I don't know if this is supposed to be a town or what. It's all pretty abstract, I guess. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, this texture is well chosen, but I agree, you know, you want some, you know, even if you had like 3 different tones of this kind of texture, I think that could be really useful for creating different areas of interest and variation and all that kind of stuff. For sure. Okay, so we need 2 keys here. Oh, look at that. Okay. So platforms came up. We now have the yellow key. Pretty straightforward flow. Is this going to be like, are we getting like a good climax for this level here? Not in this room per se, but are we building up to something? I wonder. Not recognizing this tune, but feels kind of 80s action movie or Apogee's shareware game-tastic. But that's partly just because I'm playing it on a frickin' OPL2. Up. Ow. Okay, alright. It's an irregular kind of room. Yeah, that's why I agree about with everything people are saying about the texture stuff. I think that's why the darker areas of this set work nicely, because, you know, that ends up having the same effect as like texture shifts in a lot of cases. Alright, now we're just like little underground tunnels with blood flowing in. It's definitely feeling creepier and weirder down here. Digging it. This feels like it's like a temple with a dark secret or something, you know, like. Oh, what are we doing up here? All right, I already hit that. Okay, should I just head back out of this? Did I open something up? Like. Where that green marble? And yeah, this room is column-tastic. Very high detail type stuff. I forget what year this is from, but it's definitely pushing the, you know, some higher line def counts as far as just, you know, all these columns and stuff. And yeah, this area feels pretty big. Just had to grab that blue key, even if it meant that the Revenant would shoot me. Yeah, I feel like, you know, the marble, the green marble stuff sort of shows that it's, you know, it's more of a set than that dusty, you know, earthy sort of texture. Because, yeah, you're just able to... You know, you've got some trim textures and just stuff to work with. Okay, wow, yeah, this really is big. Let's, just because I'm really curious, like, what is in these places? Just, yeah. This feels kind of ominous, actually, like, these little side spaces. Let's change out different music track. Alright. Okay, so... Oh, and now we're just getting the E2M2 music here. Okay, so like, yeah, there are these little side galleries here. Can't seem to get up into them. Interesting. Happy robot friend. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I was seeing that shape as well. Yeah, it looks like a robot with like giant claw hand type or Lego loop hand type things. And yeah, like a little six-eyed robot smile sort of thing. Yeah, or it's a happy crab. So yeah. Yeah, cool. All right. Let me refill on my freaking shotgun ammo here. Okay, so now I have the blue key. Oh, yeah, right. So I can actually unwind and go all the way back out to... Oh, interesting, yeah. I can clearly, like... Or can I get in there? It really seems like I could. I don't see a way to do it. Well, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so let's head all the way out. Back out through the yellow key door. Replenish our shotgun food here, and now we're in blue key land. Alright. Pretty classic courtyard shape here. Dudes shooting at us from the periphery. It's such a action movie gunplay setup, you know. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, hey. Hey, buddy. Alright. That was a bit of a rude... That was a surprise. Nothing we couldn't handle, though. Alright, so now we've got the red key, but where is the red key door? I ask. Yeah, this is another, like, really thin ceiling, and it just doesn't feel... You know, most of these other shapes, like, everything feels like it has a real thickness to it. Whereas seeing, like, this just little 16-unit high, like, ceiling thing, it just, you know, it's a weird touch in, like, what's otherwise a pretty consistent, you know, architectural. What's in here? I'm running low on health. And yeah, all it took was a Kako fireball. Alright, where was I? Let's see if I can play that a little less foolishly. Oh wait, and these are... Interesting. wow, okay, so like every single one of those archways, I didn't realize this, is its own little... Okay, just full-on outdoor area. This is really, this space is expanding outward a lot more, so it definitely has me feeling like this last level is just going to be, you know, it's going to be way more expansive. Is this a door? No. Nope, it's just a weird little wooden shack with a bunch of barrels in it. Well, it's a pretty reasonable place to keep your chainsaw. That's for sure. All right, how are we doing for? Oh yeah, we're at 8:12. But I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty close to the end here. So I'm gonna continue ahead and just try to explore all of this fully. Nope, not there. Cool. Okay. Alright, so I got kind of hemmed in here before. Alright, okay, so I've kind of secured this half of this area. Oh, hey buddy. Yeah, you know, I want to say that the thing that really killed me last time were the Lost Souls. Just because, like, they divided my attention enough that I just wasn't paying attention to, like, you know, all the different threats that were coming in. Oh, wow, yeah, and so this is, like, sort of a... Is this an allusion to, like, Christianity or Crusaders, maybe, in, like, this otherwise, you know, kind of Middle Eastern setting? I don't even know. Oh, okay, alright, and I think this is just decorative. It's like, yep, there's a little stream out here with a bridge going over it. Okay, so... Yeah, what else was that? Was there any point in that, or... And this is pretty clearly just a little side gallery. This is actually a pretty good look, you know, it's like, it's got a different kind of... I forget what it's called, like... Yeah, it's just this texture set sort of thing, and like alternating with banners and making this little couch. This actually, you know, this is a reasonable. This is definitely starting to suggest real world architectural concepts and stuff. Okay, so I think I explored all of that. And yeah, I like how the stairwell just kind of interacts with this other stuff, you know. Okay, so I've come out of there, and like... Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay. So that is the red switch. This is what we've been building up to. Are we going to get... Alright, is this a final battle kind of thing, or... Nope. Just a teleporter. That's it. And yeah, now here we are in Vanilla Map 5. But yeah, let's have a look at this overall shape and stuff, because yeah, I liked how... Yeah, this was a really cool set. I think it, you know, it definitely... did right by its, you know, its inspirations and stuff, you know, like pretty well executed takes on those things for, you know, a certain level of fidelity and sophistication. And yeah, like the combats were all pretty easy, might be a little more challenging in UV, but yeah, I dug it. I don't know, just like the way that this map like changed out different themes and developed ideas and stuff. Yeah, yeah, and it just feel, you know, like it's sort of like the lasting like memory screenshot you have of it was pretty different because of just the styling and the texturing and stuff. Arcane Dimensions, as I remember, like definitely has some, you know, some non-Western influence kind of architectural shapes in it. If I recall, the Virtuoso Quake 1 map set. Cool. All right. Well, that is going to just about do it for today. That was Istanbul by Chris Mead from 1990 for mid 1997. that's pretty cool. You know, like that would have been, that definitely would have been an above average map set for 1997. You know, I mean, people were already starting to do like big, ambitious work with megawads and whatever. But yeah, that was cool. I hope I've made it obvious that some of the bars are doors, but there's always a few people who won't try to open them because it's almost impossible to make doors you can see through. Yeah, and I guess that was the idea. And yeah, no, it worked. I got it. Cool. All right. So yeah, man, we played a bunch of stuff. We had our little bestmus.wad music selection from Justin White, and then we had DHC from Dave Carlson. And yeah, and that was fine. You know, that had some ideas in it and stuff. Open Projects, which was just sort of like a weird little, you know, one-panel comic strip as I described it. Unholy Church, which was just a frickin' bait-and-switch Terry WAD. And then, yeah, this piece of crap, you know. But then we got a nice palette cleanser, yeah, from that one. So cool. Yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining a highly random WAD Wednesday. It's been good, and yeah, I'll see y'all next time. I hope you have a good week, and thank you as always for watching. Bye-bye.